Are we?
We are live, yeah.
All right. So Avery, to answer your question, I enjoy the Twilight series because I can watch it ironically now that I'm older. I have a lot of respect for Stephanie Myers as a writer because she's basically having the career that I want, only writing for teenage girls, which is not something I particularly want to do. But she made money doing it, so more power to her.
She just put out a new book.
I did not know that. I'll check it out. But and also,
or is it a Hunger Game book that got put out? Nope, never mind. It was a Hunger Games book that got put out. Different writer. Never mind.
But the thing is, you say that it ruined vampires. I would say that vampires were ruined a long time ago when basically, take your pick: Dark Shadows, Christopher Lee in the Hammer horror series, The Lost Boys. Vampires turned from being basically smelly, evil, disgusting monsters to an allegory for semi-consensual seduction of innocent women.
I think all those things you mentioned are cool.
Yeah, and I hate to tell you this, that Twilight kind of feeds into that tradition. It's a very
no. Twilight's not cool. There's nothing cool about.
I think
glitter.
I think one of the best. I think one of the best. All you have to do is keep talking. One of the best vampires in movies was 30 Days of Nights.
Oh yeah.
30 Days of Night. Those were good vampires.
Yes, I already mentioned that. He made them monsters again.
Look, the fact that it's not cool makes it interesting to me because
you can mute people, Todd.
Cool equals boring. You
have that control.
Yeah, I know. MK says new streamer.
You know what I think's funny is last night Romel was talking and you kept wanting to jump in and
look at that. There's the mute button. Hey, MK says new streamer. And then he says OBS setup. This is definitely a new setup. So the TLDR really quick is that we were using Streamlabs and we're using StreamYard, and StreamYard is like retarded now. So they're literally doubling their annual service to over 400 and I don't know. It's like going to be like $450 a year for no difference in service, just the same thing. And so I was like, for what we need it for, like I'm not paying $450 a year. So we moved over to Streamlabs. We actually were able to do Streamlabs Ultra because they're not competing with StreamYard, so we got a great deal. Streamlabs is Pro, and basically on our side, it looks almost identical. This version of Streamlabs is called Talk Studio, and it looks almost identical to StreamYard at least from my side. It almost has tons of stuff, like it can connect to Twitter and all that. So it's actually going to allow us to do more as soon as we get everything hooked up and like actually have like fancy schmancy templates and all that kind of crap. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. And then MK says that was an excellent 30 Days a Night.
Yeah, I remember that being a rather scary type of vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were like sharks.
Yeah, with the teeth and the blood. Yeah, they were. It was scary.
Yeah.
See, look, I can change. What? Oh, Doc joined. Hey, Doc.
Hey.
Hello, friends.
How's it going? I'm looking at which. Oh, look, there's casual. That's kind of casual. A little rounded. It's kind of nice. A little rounded edge to it. It's kind of nice.
What are you talking about?
We are using a new. It's a new service. So this is not StreamYard. This is
right.
This is Streamlabs. And MK says, okay, so 2 mains, 3 smalls. Well, I mean, it just depends, right? Like we can do now. It doesn't allow, I don't think, for like with 5 people. I don't think. Let's see. Let's play. So I think with that's 5 of us, but yeah.
Can you put Doc up there with you and I since we're on camera?
I can do that. Is that good? Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I think I can reorder. There we go. How's that? Is that good? Or what do you like better? Should we do this or should we do something like that? Well, Well, that sucks.
Guys,
like that.
I don't care.
Everybody's equal here.
Everybody's equal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi sucks here. So if I like glitch out, just let me know and I can try turning off the camera.
Are you not at home?
No, I'm in San Francisco.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you might want to. Your picture's frozen, I think, so you might want to just like. I mean, it's actually nice to see your face, but just be weird.
Okay, is it bad? Should I just like?
No,
I have a couple things I can show you, and then I'll turn it off.
You're good. That might actually be your profile image or something. I don't know. But how are you doing, dude?
I'm definitely moving around.
You've been like all over the place, man. Like, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, guys. I mean, I'm tired as fuck. I'll tell you that much. My brain's like pretty Swiss cheese from a lot of conference stuff. It's probably not going to end, but the good news is things are going well, especially since coming out here. Like, things are looking pretty good. Lot of good sentiment. And you saw my post, Todd, where I was just like, why are you motherfuckers, sorry, pardon my language, why are you people in Web3 renting a huge house, right? And then throwing all these events. I didn't get accepted to one, of course, right? Even though I'm here every day.
Well, that's why you're complaining, Doc. Jeez.
No, but I mean, like, and showing off your games to whom? To whom exactly? The same 50 people you talk to every day? Like,
right.
Legitimately, what is the point? So I got into it with a few people. I mean, not really, but I was just like, this kid last night, I was trying to tell him about, like, we don't need tokens for this, and that's going to collapse. And then he's just a little twerp, and he's like, good luck, bro. I'm like, man, go fuck yourself. I could be your dad for one, and two, I'll whoop your ass. And I was like, he actually got me heated, man. He was like, you little twerp.
Adam, dude, what project is he from?
I don't know.
DM me.
I don't know, man. But I'm just like, who are you? And what do you know? What have you done? I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm the end all be all, but I can at least have the be able to put on my objective hat, right? Mm-hmm. And go, so you guys basically got a whole bunch of projects to pay you, sponsor you, to rent these houses. And man, it's cool, man. It's all camaraderie and fun. And I know they went to the expo and stuff like that. It's just like, I don't know, dude. It's like nobody even knew that. They're like, oh, you guys are still doing that Web3 thing? I didn't know. Or like, yeah, I thought it was really cool, but it just didn't seem to work.
Wait,
I mean,
to be clear,
they don't even know it's here. They don't know it's here.
To be clear, you're not at a crypto conference.
Exactly.
Where are you? Wait.
I'm at GDC in San Francisco.
Okay.
Game Developers Conference, right? Yeah. So that just goes to illustrate that all these people sit there and be like, gaming's imminent. Check this out. This is going to be the thing. And man, absolutely nobody fucking knows what we're doing outside. And I have a whole lot of other thoughts about inclusivity and gaming and pop culture being a haven for people of like all shapes and sizes and whatever, and like the extreme right-wing slant that is like put out in crypto land. And it's like, you guys don't even know who your demographic is. Mm-hmm. Because I see people of like the full assortment out here hanging out and having fun and goofing off. And you guys are over here using terms like Jeet and, and calling people gay and using the N-word and like all this stuff. I was like, and these are like your top KOL influencers doing that shit. Yeah. So we have a severe problem, but I don't want to take up too much time on all this stuff, but I have a couple things I want to show you, and hopefully I'm not like totally frozen.
No, you're good. You're good. Hold on. MK says GDC, great keynote. Jensen messing with Ben and David with the food order was hilarious.
Oh, I didn't see that. GTC? No, I'm at GDC. I know there is like GTC going on as well. I'm not sure what that one is. I know NVIDIA is selling 5,900 or whatever the new video cards are out of a food truck at that one though. Yeah. So I did get You know what? And when we were in Denver at the Mile High, I swear that I saw one of their books, and it was a lot more fleshed out. But I did get let me turn this crap off. How do you do it? How do you work these damn buttons?
It's all new and all different. Down below, there's a share button. I think
fancy new computer said it had like magic camera stuff, and what the fuck? Now I can't figure out how to turn it off. Oh well, we'll try here. This is Unioverse though. This is a Unioverse book. It's like really glossy. It's only like a few pages, but they were out there. Unioverse, yeah, they've got a game and they're doing some comics and stuff.
Okay. Are you about to share it?
I am. Can you not see me?
No, we just see we just see your face. Your picture is still frozen.
Poopies. Let me try this.
Yeah, but if you hit share the share button, you probably could do it. I don't know.
But I mean, I'm just trying to share from my camera.
Nope, not working.
Well, anyway, I got that.
It's all right.
I got that, and I got the a bit of a grail. I got the hardcover Oni Force book.
Oh, you did. I want to get that.
Yeah,
I gotta talk to Henry about getting that. How is it?
Yeah,
is it good looking?
Yeah, it looks really good. And it's nice. It's nicely bound. It's like, good, thick, like cardboard cover. It's like, it was cool. He came out and I missed narrowly by like the last copy. I don't know what the project is. I got to connect with them. But this guy had a fucking, I'm talking like, it was bigger than a standard comic book size. Think of a manga proportion, but like triple size, huge, like, I'm talking like 3-inch thick book that they made, and he was handing a few out. I was like, oh my God, I got to get this. But he was like, you can get it on the website. I was like, okay, dude. But anyway, I talked to them. I talked to everybody about Web3 Comic-Con, about some pop culture stuff. I found games that could use things like extra media and so a few games, like indie games with some really cool characters. I'm like, you guys making stories with that? They're like, yeah, we really want to. And, I'm like, well, it's kind of what we do over here too. And we have lots of resources. Anyway, that's for later, but I have an incredible amount of follow-up. But I'll say this. Meanwhile, while these guys were jerkle circling themselves at the Web3 house, I was hanging out with the head of BD for Samsung. I was hanging out with the head of creative marketing for Disney. And a whole bunch of other people that arguably I have no business getting near in my life, getting smashed on fucking old fashions with them and talking shit. So, I'm coming back. My stack of business cards is about a mile long. It's all C-suite. I have a lot of people that want to work with us because they're like, oh, you're doing what and what and what? So it was really good, man. And it's good to be here and see you guys because it's like a breath of fucking sanity at the end of a long week.
Yo, if you think this is a breath of sanity, I am so sorry.
That's what I'm fucking saying, man. I am cooked, bros. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my piece.
So I will say this, man. You and we've got plenty of good stuff to take your mind off it tonight too. But like, I will say that you said something that I thought was really interesting about how we really like Web2 gaming at least doesn't engage, like Web3 gaming and Web2 gaming don't engage with each other, and it's fascinating. Your experience of being at basically a gaming conference and everyone's like Web3 is a thing, like that's important. Like you would think that like, look, eventually it's all going to be Web3. There's no question that people are going to own they're going to want to own the things that they buy so they can trade it at their own leisure whenever they want it. That's going to be a thing. But it's fascinating that it's still super early or early enough that people aren't really noticing it. You know what I mean?
I don't even think that it's early because this is my third GDC, and the first one I came out, there was a lot of blockchain. I skipped last year, so that would have been like 24, 22. And there was a lot of blockchain, 23, even more, right? And everyone, like all the blockchains had huge booths, Solana, Avalanche, whatever. This time it was only Arbitrum. But the thing is that when I go to these events and I compare and contrast the conversations, the people in these events are not talking, I mean, just ad nauseum about raising venture capital and game economies and who's your marketer and blah, 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 blah. And we built this whole cottage industry around all of this shit. And it's like they decide, or they drive these paths of if you want this, you have to do this. And it's fucking things up. Nobody cares out here about anything. And there are teams who are broker than broke, and they're still making games, and they're still showing up, and people are going to buy them. And we made a really huge mistake assuming that because we liked all these cool levers and switches and things that everybody else would, and we spent a lot of time shouting about the wrong things. And everyone either told us to fuck off, or it was too complicated, or they just were like, and then the rest of the industry scammed everybody else.
But this is why the future this is why in my opinion, like, and this is something that I've even learned the last 3 or 4 years doing this full time, just as you have, man. Like the future of all of this technology stuff, it's not about it's about it's the oldest rule in the world, man. You got to move where people are instead of expecting them to move to where you are. And the first few years, it was like having everyone move over the technology based on technobabble, right? That literally is a marketing term called technobabble, where you're talking about bridging and L1s and L2s and staking and liquidity pools and bonding curves and meta and all this kind of shit. And that's super cool for like like we're all part of the cabal, even if we're not cabal. You know what I mean? Sure. Like at a certain point, we're all super nerd on this. It's the equivalent of like when Andrew and I and Avery and Ramel start talking about like a certain penciler and their art style that no one else knows what the fuck we're talking about. Right. So instead, you know, all the games that are going to blow up, and my fear is that the games and the entertainment companies, the people that are going to blow up, on the surface, they're just going to look like normal fucking entertainment companies. They're going to look like to all the fans and all the people that buy the stuff, it's just going to be your favorite YouTube show, right? Except they're going to sell you a digital item, or they're going to sell you a physical item. And by the way, you scan the QR code and you get a digital piece. Like it's going to be really, really simple stuff that's going to scale to the masses. Like that's why, like, you know, I get caught up in.
It's not just that it's going to be; it has to be.
It has to be 100%. It has to be. So I think that's kind of like, I think that's certainly where I see the next thing going, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And as we're planning our things and planning, you know, we've got a lot planned this year, and it's, you know, a lot of stuff's coming up, and a lot of stuff. The hardest part is like, okay, well, how do we do the stuff that we know is good for the system and the mechanics and the engineering side for blockchain, for Web3, for ownership, for decentralized ownership, but also feed it to people. Like it's the oldest rule in the book, dude. You got to give people what they want instead of what they need. Like you got to wrap what they want in what they need. If people don't care about what they need, they care about what they want.
Or MK says they needed it all along, right? That's the sales trick.
Totally. MK says, yeah, deep nerdery, true fan based conversations. Yeah, but that's what Web3 is, right? Like it's the exact same thing. Like when we're all together, when the Web3 people are together and we're nerding out and we're talking about all the new technology. Like I was doing Google Trends research yesterday, and today I'm working on a thing for AF, but like I was doing Google Trends research, and if you type in ChatGPT, it's like pretty high, like comparatively. Like I have so basically when I do my research, I have a system where I have a floor and a ceiling keyword, and I know that these are boundaries where like 7 and 8 figure companies have been formed. And the reason I look between these keywords is because these keywords are affordable to go after. They're right. Like you can't go after the word Apple because Apple will kill you. You can't go after the word cars because you have no context for why someone might be looking up that word. Like, are they trying to buy a car, sell a car, rent a car? Like, you have no idea. So I have a system of actually looking at keywords and kind of doing deep keyword research. And when you look at Chat GPT as a search term, it's pretty high. Like, it's definitely like it's hitting mass. It's not massive, but it's too big for me to like pay money for an ad to target, right? Like, I wouldn't do that. But AI chatbot, like just AI agent, AI chatbot, these things are on the rise, but they're small, dude. Like, and to me, in my world, like in my X feed and pretty much everything I read, it's like a flood. Like, it is so pertinent in my life now, like on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, that it's hard for me to realize that it's not like that for everybody, right?
Well, it was.
But
like
then when I do
GDC,
my
I'll tell you that much, it was.
What's that?
I'd say it was 30% AI solutions at GDC.
Is that? Do you think that's a lot or a little?
Oh, I think it's a lot, and a lot of them are developed. There was even one that I found them on my very first GDC. They had a single stand, and it was like a thing where you could talk to the game, and there would be like some dynamic interaction. And they had one of the biggest installations at the whole thing this year, and it was all like there's either AI DPIN, AI. This one guy, this PhD guy, and I went to this for Saga Blockchain. He's got a whole thing where they're rendering full 3D worlds with on chat prompts, dude, and it looks fucking amazing. So it's like character design or taking 2D to 3D or rigging models. Like I have so much to share with you after this, because I found like a million products that will help us do like really cool fucking shit, right? Yeah. I mean, you're right. Just not to cut you off, but it was like very, very prominent here. Yeah.
And so is GDC through the weekend? Is it through Sunday?
No, it's over today.
Okay, so you fly back.
A couple of days of just panels, and then they do the expo for 3 days. So
okay, so do you go? Are you headed home tomorrow?
Head home tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, nice, man.
And then unpacking everything. But I do have like kind of a cool announcement I'll share with you guys, just because
what?
It's kind of just us. But I think that
and our millions of viewers, Doc, our millions of viewers.
Yeah, I know. I told you last week that
I'm chief strategist. Don't cut yourself short, Todd.
Andrew, shush.
I told you guys last week that I was made chief strategy last time, but I think that I'm going to be raised to a co-founder status. So
nice, dude. Congrats. I don't want to jinx it, but congrats.
Yeah, well, we had a good talk, so things are. I mean, I was saying when I was hanging with Disney, like they want to do shit. They're like, we wasted a lot of money on games and we don't know what to do. I'm like, well, we built a way for you to stream it on your mobile phone. And he was like, what the shit? Like, like what? Like, yeah, we can just like give them blockchain rewards. And like, here's the other thing that's so exciting. And I have introductions to make for you. And these guys from Warp Chain, they want to build entertainment, and we can combine gamified incentive for video games. And when we put these on Earnscape and things like that, because it's basically like we reward playtime for players. Mm-hmm. So for those that don't know, like the company pays us their user acquisition dollars, right? We buy up our tokens or whatever it might be. You play the game, you earn XP, and you kind of level up to do other things like social media or stream the game. But since we're, an attention time value thing, will kind of go horizontal and add things like marketplaces or a way to watch something or a way to read something in the future. So, and since I'm like the vision guy, we'll be adding in shit for like comics and redemptions, like to be able to redeem for real things in the store with the XP. So, you want to redeem for the adult fantasy secret things or comic books that we're working on, like there's going to be a place for that. And my friends at Warp Chain, they worked for Heavy Metal Magazine and a whole bunch of shit back in the day. I'm just going to say that we have a lot of very juicy things, and we're going to build a culture around the platform that is going to make people want to feel like they belong and have a place to enjoy media. So, I mean, without like saying like we're going to do it tomorrow, I'll say that that's the general plan. So there's going to be a place for AF. There's going to be a place for Forgotten Runes. There's going to be a place for the people who are trying to build these comics and don't have a way, like, you know, you can't go raise $1 million on a single comic book, right? But you can incentivize people to read it and to buy it, or to take the money that we're giving them from a game, from playing a game, and then converting that over and buying another piece of media. So moving people across products is the one thing that we don't do well. Marketing outside of Web3 is another thing that we don't do well. And for small teams, that is an incredible lift. And other than doing it organically, it's very difficult. So if we can shoulder that weight and provide a narrow the window of discovery and curate a very beautiful window that's dressed up with, you know, everything sexy in the world that we're building, it's only going to do good for everybody. So that's the thing that I'm most proud of, that we'll be able to accomplish, hopefully by the end of the year, and get a lot of that stuff set up. And I'm taking every fucking buddy with me. And that's that. You can count on that, Jack.
I love it, dude. I love it. MK also says congrats.
Thank you, MK. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So, I mean, like, I'm in it for everybody. And I raised a bunch of squabble on Twitter today, you know, and like, come on, guys, like, we can do better than this. You all, so someone posted a thing, they said, and I'll just leave it at this, you know, and they said, a lot of private conversations with founders, they all admitted they don't know what they're doing, and they're like, "What did he say exactly?" He said, "That's not incompetence, that's experience." I said, "That ain't shit, motherfucker."
Wait. Pause.
Yeah.
So a founder told you that they didn't know what they were doing.
No, this was a post on Twitter. This was a post on Twitter saying that he spoke to a lot of founders, and one common thread was they all said, "We don't really know what we're doing." And he tried to roll this into something saying that's not an incompetency. That is experience talking. And I was
that's not true.
That's not true. And I'll tell you why it's not true, because you might say that in private, but all these people get on the fucking Twitter in public and go, it's inevitable. Expect us. We got this. You got this. You want to believe in this. Yeah. So, and I was just like, until you adjust your public parlance with your private, you know, confessions.
Sure. Well, that's why we always talk. That's why we're always real. Of course, man. That's why we're always real with stuff, because I think it's, you know, everyone talks about transparent. You can't always talk about transparency and then publicly be like, we got this. We're the best. We're on fire. And every founder, every single founder, every single entrepreneur, and every single business is, their only job is to put out fires. There is no startup that I've ever met that was just smooth sailing, didn't have to fucking worry. They like they're all on fucking fire. Like that's what survive. That's why like surviving and scaling is such a feat, because you're just like trying not to crash and burn every day, dude.
Exactly,
like,
man.
What do you think? Like here's how fucked up it is. Adult Fantasy has outlasted Artifact and like a bunch of other really well-funded projects.
You know
what I mean,
dude?
Like,
absolutely.
Give me a break. It, you know, it doesn't. It,
dude. I would just post.
You gotta admit. You gotta. What's that?
I would just post that. Be like, here's all the projects we outlasted. You know, no hard feelings, chums.
Dude, I don't have enough. There's not enough like virtual posting area for me to list all the projects we've outlasted.
Speaking of projects upcoming, though, dude, have you been watching Hail Draconis' feed and Crucifor's art? I mean, I've seen it all. But
dude. Yeah, I talked to Cruz, so I can't
pull that up. You should pull it up and show the guys on here.
Well, I don't know what I'm allowed to show.
Oh no,
I'll talk to. Okay,
he's posted a bunch of stuff on the Hail Draconis feed.
That's good. Let me do that now because and that would be good because I have a bunch of art to show tonight with heritage stuff. But
anyway,
like,
I
talked to
business. Yeah.
No, you're good. I talked to Crucifor like a week or two ago. Again, I've been on a lot of calls, you know, setting stuff up. I'm saying.
Right.
But yeah, so I saw some of his animation and his pieces, dude. The pieces look so good. Here, I'm gonna let's test sharing. I've never shared on this before. Let's try it. Screen. I understand. Let's proceed. How am I gonna do this? Okay, here. Now is it to show somewhere? Okay. It says sharing. Do you guys see it? Am I sharing it? Oh, I see. There it is. Show on screen. Bingo. Okay. There we go.
Now I see.
Yeah. Look at this. So this is look how good that is.
Cool.
And like I guess the magic of this like is that and I don't know if he's going to show. Yeah, okay. So he's not I see what he's showing and I see what he's not showing. So here's what you need to know. Like this is generative, bro. This is a generative project. It is and I'm going to pitch him and I don't know how much hopefully I don't spoil something. But like he's showing right here. These are the generative PFPs. These are the NFTs. It doesn't have the text on it. It's the character. And like, dude, like they spent 2.5 years drawing these pieces. And let me tell you, he sent me a bunch of them. Like they show, like it shows, it is gorgeous. Like no joke, the amount of mental math to figure out. So just so you know, you guys know what for those that don't know what generative is, like it is essentially stacking elements so that an algorithm can shuffle body parts and always have something original, but every single variation has to look like it works. So in this one, you've got like the head, you've got the body. There's also like the staff is sitting here. So there's like a hand element. There's actually another hand element over here with a pipe in front of the face. I've also seen like a sword that goes behind the head. So somehow they're actually able to like put arms in front and behind the head. Like it's really complicated. Yeah, like look at this, dude. Here you go.
It's legit the best.
It's really good
art project ever, and I will rock. I will rock a reptilian PFP. Like, and I'll be.
Oh hell yeah! Like, look how dope this is, dude. Like, until you've done it.
Yeah,
I know, but until you've tried to do this, like, I can't tell you how difficult this is. Like,
that's a lot of work to have all those elements be interchangeable and work.
Work. It's fully color. So like the torso colors have to match. Like, do you know how difficult it is? Like this head could have been on any body. So the green highlights that are in this head could have popped on here and they still have to be able to work with all the red and like every single color, every single object has to work. And so these it's really good, dude. Like I can't. So I wish I could show you some of the.
Yeah, because I've seen it all. I've seen it all too.
Did he show you some of the actual generative pieces?
Oh yeah, I've been like, we have a side chat we've had for a long time. He showed me a lot of stuff. There's like 4 factions, I think, or maybe it's 6. So that'll all dictate, like, you know, if you're like a mystic or a warrior or whatever kind of shit. But it's really cool. And if you look in the artist Zach Alwe, he has a former collection called Punks, which is like really bright, kick ass. It's like PUNX cyberpunk shit, and it is equally fucking awesome. But this stuff takes the fucking cake, man.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
You just don't get better than that.
No, and
you don't. And guess what? I met. Well, you know, there's a very big media company that starts with an A and ends in Imoca. I showed this to them, right? And they're like, hell yeah. And I showed our stuff too. So yeah, we got stuff to do, bro.
Yeah, man. Is this the real A company,
Yeah.
or is it the one that you met
Yeah,
at a bar that wasn't the real guys?
Oh yeah, no, this was the real one this time. I told him that. He's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, impersonators. Yeah. But listen, this is just it just blows my mind, man. I can't wait to support them. I will
Yeah, man.
happily give out the little bit of money that I have to buy these.
Yeah,
Like,
I
100%.
genuinely, Crucifor is, yeah, Crucifor showed me this.
Dude, see if you can find Punks, PUNX, while you got
yeah,
that up
yeah,
there.
I've talked to him. I know that guy. I can't
Yeah,
remember his name. I've talked to him a few times.
Yeah.
I've talked to him a bit. Is it PVNX or something? It's
yeah,
yeah, Punk's official, right? Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, that makes me think we actually that axolotl joke I made shouldn't be a joke, maybe.
This was 2023. Yeah, he was dropping comics back then. And,
yeah, it's an older collection, but
yeah, his stuff is dope, dude. He's
Crucifor is one of the best art curators on fucking Twitter too. I found so many good artists, you know, like Griff. I mean, you just saw Griff. Griff's one of the baddest at the bad too.
Yep. Yeah, it's really cool. It's kind of like a Jeff Darrow. He's got like a kind of a Jeff Darrow vibe to it, a little bit.
It's got a little bit of like that Jet Set Radio kind of thing going on too, like that old video game Jet Set Radio. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he does a bunch of comics too. Like he's legit. He's got a couple of
the Empire, maybe.
That's true, man. He's doing it.
Wait till we get up, dude. Just wait. I'm gonna unload so much shit on you, one-on-one, bro.
Yo, you know where I am. You know my schedule. You just call whenever, brother. Look at that. That's fucking ill. That's sick. I want that. I want that as a poster. That's so cool.
It's just little details. I mean, like even just the dog collar patch and all that kind of stuff. If that's what you're still looking at, that's what I'm seeing right now, at least.
Yeah.
Cool shit.
Yeah, I just like the tilt of the head. It's so good, man. Bookmark that shit for later. Yeah. Yeah, it's like he's got a really good, almost like it's kind of like an indie style, like an outsider style, but it really works well. And again, like I said, he does comics and his comics are sick. They're really good. Yeah, good stuff, man.
Good to see people. Good. It's really nice to see good people who, like us, have been working in the shadows, right, for like a couple years. Get ready to do their thing. You know.
Yeah.
It's like, and you know, I know Crucifor, like, he works a full-time job and he does all this stuff in his spare time kind of stuff. Like, I mean, like, you just can't, that kind of dedication, man. He deserves everything. So I've been trying to hook him up with a little bit of extra like promotion and podcasts and things like that.
Oh, dude, absolutely, man. You get kudos because he deserves it. He 100% deserves it. Hey, you want to see some artwork? You want to see some other artwork?
Yeah, man. Put it on me. Is it ours?
No, but when you get back, I actually will show. It's Avery's been fucking murdering it.
Nice.
And Ramel's working on something too. That we've been showing.
Ooh, I love it, man. All you guys are fucking drawing again. It's so good.
Huh? You want me to show you something? You want me to show him something? Yeah.
Did you ever see the axolotl thing I sent you?
I don't remember.
No, you haven't. Okay.
Where? What is it?
In your text messages.
God damn it! I think I probably did. My text messages are jacked, bro. Hold on.
I sent it to you like last week.
Is it just you and me?
Yeah.
Hold on. Solid JJ. Friday, March 7th. Wiener Wrap.
No, it was before that. It was like last week. Or the week before even now.
Okay, hold on. These are dope. Sometimes it's hard because unless you say like no. it's hard because you'll send me something and you'll just say, what the fuck? And the problem is with it is like it never shows up on my screen. So like when I get your stuff, here I'll show you. When you send me stuff, it basically looks like this.
Oh.
So unless you tag it with it says like axolotl or something, like I'll never be able to find it.
Oh.
So I probably did see it, but I don't remember. I see my brain is fried, dude. I'm a shell of my former self. What what was it?
It's just some AI things as the basic concept for the axolotl thing.
Mm. Yeah, send it to me again. I'll show it. Check this out. So it is heritage time. This is the worst time of the year for me because this is the time when I get to look at all the amazing things that I'll never be able to get because they're going on sale right fucking now. And it just reminds me that I'm behind on my plan of world domination, so I can just spend the rest of my life buying comic book pages. But this is the signature art auction. They do it once a quarter. Basically, what they do with the signature art auction is for Heritage is that they have auctions all the time. They have auctions every week. But the signature collection is the good ones, right? Like this is the ones where it's like gem pieces that you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, like just banger after banger after banger. So there's just a ton. I'm going to try to get through as much as I can, but I warn you right now, there's a lot because this one is I was very surprised at how good this was. You can just ignore all the current bid stuff. This stuff has 15 days to go, so everything says like $100 or $2,000. And you're like, oh shit, $2,000 for that? And no, it's going to be 10x that. It's going to be huge. So this is Mark Silvestri and Dan Green from Uncanny X-Men. I'm going to try to somehow use scaling.
Oh yeah, when Polaris was buff after being possessed by Malice.
Yeah,
she was buff for a while.
Look how
hey, I'm gonna try to join back from my phone and see if that's like any better, so I can actually see the art you're looking at. So I'll be back.
Okay. Oh, you can't see it. Okay.
No, it's all frozen. I get an update like every 2 minutes, so I'll be back.
Okay, yeah, pop back in, sure. But yeah, can I just tell you how much, and I know we can't look at all of them for long like this because I've got 100 pieces here, but I just love how simple and how simple his line work was at the time and how Dan Green just like made it look like strip art. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love
almost everything's inked with a brush.
Yeah, dude. I love this 100 times more than his Image Cyberforce stuff. Like I can't even, it doesn't even compare. Here's another Dan Green. Oh, okay. I gotta share. Hold on. You're not seeing it. Let me switch. Screen. I understand. Window. That's what I want. Okay. Let's try this. That's better. Okay. So like, I don't know, man. I know this was a little more on the comic strip side. Yeah. I also got to make sure that I can see Doc because I can't really tell. Okay, I don't think he's here yet. Like it has more of a comic strip feel, but look how good that is. Like I love this so much. I know I know, you know how artists are. Like I have no doubt that like Silvestri looks at this and he's like, man, these pages suck. But dude, they're so good.
Yeah.
Isn't that just great? All right, check this out. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
For $105, that's why you can't believe this bullshit.
Oh, it's nice still freeze.
Right? Do you remember this? Andrew, do you remember this cover?
No, I'm not placing it.
Really?
It's
Oh,
old
dude.
self-freeze though, but yeah.
This is 1998.
Okay. It's a Marvel Comics Presents cover?
No, it is. It's a Shadows and Light
okay.
#1.
Okay.
Shadows and Light #1. Let's see. I gotta keep checking the side because I don't want to leave Doc. Okay, it's not back yet. This is Alex Toth. He's a genius, dude. Look at that. I love this. I wish I could have this. That's great.
Very nice.
It's all hand lettered and shit. Here, I'll skip the next Alex Toth. How about some Barry Windsor Smith? So there's a ton of Barry Windsor Smith stuff going on right now, and I don't know what's it. This is Barry Windsor Smith and Crazy Uncle Bill on Excalibur #27.
Okay.
Like, that's actually pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
More Barry Windsor and Crazy Uncle. There's like a whole bunch of pages from this issue. So maybe it was one of those guys that are actually the ones that had it. But just look at the character. Like, oh, Doc just joined. Cool. It gives me a little like Doc just joined in my headphones. There he is.
That's cool. I'm back. I'll probably just get the cam off though, but this is much better.
Okay, awesome. But yeah, so this is Barry Windsor Smith and Crazy Uncle Bill. But like, holy shit, it's so good, dude. Let's see. I'm gonna see Barry Windsor Smith, Excalibur. Yeah, there's a bunch of Barry Windsor Smith stuff. So this was from.
Remember this issue at all?
Are you looking at it now? 27. Well, it was. This is different. This is actually Wildstorm Rising, but yeah, Excalibur #27. I never saw it.
Hey, Rick.
I think it's 27. Let me see it.
Rick's in the chat.
Yeah, 27.
Hey,
Rick. Rick says, "Yo, what up, man? What up, man?
How's it going?"
I have to say, I kind of feel bad that like I feel like outside of Weapon X, Barry Windsor Smith's best work is the Wildstorm Rising stuff. Like outside of Monsters, you know, like it's so good. It's so sick, but it's such a shitty book. Like,
yeah,
it's like he's incapable of phoning it in, so he ended up just like killing it. And it, like, look at that face. Are you serious? For Wildstorm, you did this? Like, oh my god! Like, look at that.
I don't know how they were able to afford him. You know.
Well, it's because they made a fortune, but
they made a fortune back then, dude. They were making so much money in Image back then. Oh my god. Dudes were making like upper 5 figures and 6 figures per issue.
Oh.
Like, look how ill that is. Right?
It's good.
I seriously doubt they could do that nowadays. So
no
one's making that kind of money anymore. No one.
It's just gorgeous, man. He just paints. It's just a painting. It's not even an illustration. He's just painting with lines. You know? Look at that. That's cool. I wonder if he was like in his mind, if he was phoning this in, if he was like, yeah, fuck it, I don't give a shit.
Maybe.
Who knows, man?
Where is it? Where is it?
But for the money they were probably able to pay him, I wouldn't have. I'd have slaved over every page.
Yeah, just true. God, look at that, dude. Every panel is just a poster. They must have been paying him really good for this. Look at that, dude.
Oh yeah, he's probably getting a very nice page rate plus royalties.
Mm-hmm. I hope he got paid off. I don't remember how well this book did, but I don't remember it doing that well. Because this was kind of at the very, very tippity tip when it was about to collapse. But I mean, this is just gorgeous work. I mean, like it's just gorgeous work. Look at that face, dude. God. And is this? You think he's doing a page a day? This is not a page a day. There's no way, right?
No. Two to 3 days a page, like 10, 12-hour days.
Right. So this is a Wally Wood page, but I like Wally Wood, but I don't like his Daredevil stuff. But this actually I really dug. It was simple, but it really works, man.
It's very Steve Ditko-ish, isn't it?
Yeah, well, like Steve Ditko, or like it almost looks like Daniel Klaus, or like an 8-Ball. Like it's really different. It's pretty cool, right? Sprang. Oop. Sorry. And this is Wally Wood, Astonishing Tales. This is more of like his stuff, like he almost has like a John Buscema kind of level of detail in the work. Look at that. Every character has a different face.
So I just checked. I do not have a copy of that Excalibur issue 27, but I do have a copy of the Wildstorm Rising issues 1 and 2 in the store.
That was pretty common, so
yeah,
that good. Yeah, look at this. This is a Kirby. There's some really good Kirby pages in this slot. There's also some McFarlane and there's a Jay Lee page that's going to melt your face, Avery, that I'm really upset that's going for auction right now. But look at this. This is a Black Panther. His stuff really did look like paintings. It's really cool. And then I got a bunch of like some of the comics. This is an Amazing Fantasy 15 signed by Stan Lee. Isn't that cool?
I don't know
Rick
if I
says
would
amazing work. Yeah.
I don't know if I would have had anybody sign my copy of Amazing Fantasy if I had it, but
really, if with Stan Lee, it only increases it. It makes it way more rare.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they did it with I know they did it like this. You get a shitty signature. Like it's still Stan Lee on the Fantastic Four #1, but it's like kind of a shitty signature.
That's a horrible signature.
So this is interesting. This is a file copy. This is a Looney Tunes comic #1. This is the first. This is the file copy from Dell. So this is was the one that Dell Comics kept, because these companies keep their copies. But this is the first appearance of all of the characters. It's the first comic book appearance of Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and Elmer Fudd.
Oh wow.
Isn't that cool? I would love to have that. Like, that's so cool.
And a 7.0 to boot, huh?
Yeah, well, it's because it's a file copy. It's probably one of the better copies in existence.
Yeah, Rick says 3K seems cheap for that. Oh, it's just started.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's gonna
Tuesday.
10x. It's gonna 10x.
Is this
Neil Adams.
Neil Adams? Okay.
Yeah, Neil Adams Batman. This is another motherfucker that I just don't understand how he draws. I've never been able to understand how this guy does this. Like, that's a gorgeous Batman head. Like, are you kidding? And they got Two-Face. Like, just so good, dude. He really just his Batman. I need to dive into his stuff more, but I really need the comics because I don't want to see the reprints. The reprints where they flatten all the color out, I can't stand it. You know, I want to see I need to see it on newsprint to really understand it. Here you go, Andrew.
Oh yeah. That is gorgeous.
This is Art Adams' New Mutants cover.
Now, why is the logo and the head box in there? Is it there just for where it's placed, or
probably? Yeah, he probably. I mean, he either he put it on there, or more likely, like Marvel sent it to him already pasted up, so that he could know what to avoid, and he just drew right through it. Right, because they're going to place it over it anyway. Like, that's not really the final stuff. I've seen this before with where like McFarlane has drawn stuff in there, and of course it never makes it in the final because they just paste up a UPC in there on the photocopy.
Well, he's got Sam flying through the logo, around the logo.
Right, around the logo. But that's why when he draws through it, he's not worried about erasing the words, because he knows that's going to be covered up, and then he's expecting them to cut out the letters.
I have a copy of that book somewhere in one of these boxes.
Oh, cool.
So I have a copy set aside for grading. For me personally.
You flipping to find it?
Yeah, I know I saw it recently, but I'm not sure which box it's in.
This is Rick Butler. Just look at that. I do have to say, one of the things that I like about the work from the 60s and 70s, and is that especially when Sinnott was the inker, like, everything had such weight to it that you don't get nowadays. Like, these characters genuinely look like they have mass, and a lot of that is the brushwork. You know what I mean? Like, they just have they're just standing there. Like, it's really good.
Yeah.
And I love this character. Like, Dr. Doom is just like on his fucking weird dials doing shit. That's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous cover. And I'm not a huge Rick Butler fan, but this is just, I would get this in a heartbeat, like, without question. Let's see.
Yeah, you're gonna start collecting covers.
I know. I got it. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck. Look at that, dude. Recognize that, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
The John Buscema Wolverine full page.
Yep.
I can't tell you how fucking much I love this page. This is it's perfect in every way. Like, not only is it a gorgeous illustration of Wolverine. I love, of course, the way that John Buscema draws, like, calf muscles and legs. But what makes it super cool too to me is that it's proportionate. Like, it's the right size. Like, he's small and he's looking up at the camera, right? He looks like he's about 5'4" or 5'2" or something, right? God, look how good that is. Oh God, it gets worse. There's
I've been
there's
going-
more.
I've been
Right.
going through Pinterest and I found like a ton of John Buscema and Gil Kane layout pages. Great.
Check this out, Avery. So this is a guy I don't actually Ellis. I'm not Ellis. What's his name? I'm not familiar with these artists as much, but I'm starting to because I really love the brushwork. Look at that, dude. Lee Elias. So like I don't know Lee Elias too much. But I look at this and I'm like, man, like it just I know it's 100% brush, but it just works, man.
It's pretty stuff.
It's so gorgeous. It kind of getting something like this kind of breaks my rule of not getting anything that would scare the kids, but I don't give a fuck. This is great. Gil Kane and John Romita Sr. Like pristine Spider-Man. Isn't that awesome?
It's very pretty.
Again, it's super clean, dude. It's super clean. There's not a lot going on. It's just weighted. It just feels like they're there.
If it's not the artists themselves, it makes you wonder who's sitting on this art, you know?
Oh yeah.
Who's sitting on these pages right now, you know?
Collectors. Most of them, I actually think, because from what I've seen, most of them are dealers. The dealers buy them back and forth, and like a dealer will buy it and then try to sell it. And if they can't sell it, then they'll put it back on market, right? This is a Gil Kane. I just thought this layout was really cool. And it's signed by Gil. So this is a Kirby. But look at this, dude. Are you kidding me? It makes me want to ink with brush again, man.
Go for it. I'd love to see it.
Look at that. Okay, yeah, this is probably one of the better Kirby's I've ever seen. Again, I'm not a huge Kirby guy, even though Andrew kind of thinks I am. Like, I really like some of Kirby's stuff. when he kicks a page out that's masterful, it's like really fucking masterful. Look at this. Like, so you have the Kirby crackles everywhere and kind of the energy stuff going on, right? And then that is just gorgeous. That's Joe Sennett, like his fades. Look at those Joe Sennett fades. Just a perfect brush work to perfect fade. And of course, Jack signs it. And then he like steps out of that Kirby crackle stuff with the weight of his shadows like somewhere. And then he's like in the city or whatever. Like, isn't that crazy? It just, I don't know, when you see as a full page, if you can see that, it just works really well. Like it's perfectly balanced. Like the openness down over here with the openness down here, and the crackles up here with the crackles down here, and it's a perfectly balanced page. Isn't that crazy?
It's very nice.
And to counter that, here's a Jim Lee, Scott Williams during his Fantastic Four run.
Yeah, baby, that's sexy. Galactus is my boy.
Yeah. And of course, it's really hard to beat Jim Lee and Scott Williams.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%.
Even during this time, this was not my favorite. I was kind of like, same old at this point. But like the work is really, really good.
I mean, I just think Galactus is one of those characters that you can always put him in this like power position and this power pose. And if you can do that really, really well, like I guess maybe, I mean, it probably is an easy one to fuck up, but if you do it well, man, there's like so little Galactus that I don't like that I've seen. He's just a badass fucking character to draw. I would assume at least.
Oh yeah, that helmet's a nightmare.
Oh, I bet, man. And keeping that shit like on point and in perspective. I can only imagine. Like he's got greebles coming out the ass. Yeah, for sure.
Look at this McFarlane, dude. The McFarlane Wolverine page.
Wow.
Like, dude, can you imagine owning because he only has there's only 2 or 3, maybe there's 5 times that McFarlane drew Wolverine, maybe, maybe 6 tops, like with covers and pinups and shit. Like, how would you like to own a fucking McFarlane Wolverine? So, Frank Miller Daredevil cover. It's like right before he got into his full phase.
Yeah.
MK said, sorry, I've been keeping up with chat. MK said, wonder how many of these are claimed in bankruptcies. Yeah, probably. That's actually a good point. And then Rick says, I used to buy original art on eBay in the early days. Dude, yeah, it used to be really good, and now you can't, just because, or at least I can't, because there's so many fakers out there. This month, these motherfuckers, dude, I'm so upset. Someone is selling 2 pages for my all-time favorite Hellboy story, Wolves of St. August.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
All-time favorite Hellboy story.
It was it was good. That werewolf transformation was awesome, where he just sort of uses his fingernail, splits his forehead open.
Oh, so good. Yeah.
And he just rips it off, and he's this massive werewolf.
Like, look how good that is. Look how good that is. And what's even cooler is which I've never seen before. Do you notice he drew all the bricks back here and then ended up blacking them all out?
Mm-hmm.
Like he just decided nope. Let's see, let me shorten this a little bit. And so you got your Hellboy. God, dude. He was a master early.
Did he letter on the page?
He did letter on the page.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Another reason to get the early work. They don't do that anymore, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't do that anymore.
You got to watch that documentary.
I did. That night I stayed up and watched it.
Oh, yeah. Talk about it real quick. I haven't seen it yet. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was very, very interesting. It was very good. I offered to stream it with you guys when we're off stream if you wanted to watch it.
I'll probably try to watch it tonight if you guys want to watch it. Avery, what was it on? Is it on Amazon? You said it's on Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. God, this is when he was drawing his best stuff, dude.
Yeah, that's his best era.
That's his best era. I mean, his stuff now is great. Of course, he's still good, of course. But this is just next level. Oh, God, what an asshole.
but that was his best stuff.
100% his best stuff. So check this out. This is Tom Yates, and I don't know Tom Yates really, but this cover is ill.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Right?
Yeah, he was in a. I'm not sure if he was in a studio with or if they just published books together, but he did stuff with Frank Cho.
Oh, okay. I recognize the signature, but I don't know his work too much. But this is gorgeous. Like, this is just some other level shit. This is a Barry Windsor Smith painting, Conan Saga cover.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. I've never been a fan of his colors, I'll be honest. His colors are always so much. I don't totally understand his colors. He's like got peacock colors everywhere.
He has a lot of peacock-like colors in his art.
He does, yeah. You know what this is, Andrew? Now you're gonna know.
Is that Michael Golden, or is that Art Adams?
This is Art Adams.
Okay.
This is Longshot.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
been
I
a
don't
while.
remember. I vaguely remember. It's the reason it looks weird is because it was Art Adams, Will Spertasio, and Scott Williams inking. Longshot number 5.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, it looks a little Jim Lee-ish. And you're like, I wonder why it looks a little Jim Lee-ish. It's like, no, that's Scott Williams. Look at this, hey. I think we've seen this before. Someone bought it and then they're flipping it back.
Mm.
Isn't that wicked?
Yeah, I love it.
Like, Bisley, motherfucker. I don't even know how to explain how good this is. He's so good. He's such a good painter that, like, even though this is so exaggerated and so wrong, technically, like as a human, it looks real. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it looks like it's real muscle, even though it's not. You know, it's clear. Like, look, like the vein in his arm. Like, that's just dope looking, dude. Absolutely. This is also Bisley's height. Like, Bisley's will never top his stuff that he did in Lobo. It's not possible. This is a Buscema. Look at that. Like the water. Hand-drawn logos and stuff. Go absolutely gorgeous. Silver Surfer. I won't go through all the Buscemas. There's always a lot of Buscemas, but these are like his best too. He said in interviews that he thought his Silver Surfer run was his best work in his career. And you can kind of tell why, because he's got full control of the human anatomy, you know?
Yeah.
Full control over everything. Look at that. Let's see. There's a Thor page. I'll go through this really quick. Anytime there's like a big crowd scenes, yeah, just so good. And I believe this last panel was used in How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way.
In Tyranny and Latveria. I think from what I understand, the people of Latveria love Doom.
Yo, we should make that a sign and just like go to some random protest.
Oh yeah. That'd be funny.
Well,
This is
there's idiots that think Wakanda really exists that go to protest. So,
Oh yeah.
look how good. Oh, goddamn. Oh, those little boxy buildings down there. They kind of look like buildings, but they're not really buildings. Just gorgeous, man. Just, I don't know, just gorgeous. It's hard for me because I love the 90s. I love, obviously I love the era that I came in with, but then I see this and I'm like, it's so rock solid, dude.
oh, we missed out on a lot of comics as kids.
Oh my God.
One good thing is they're still out there. They exist for you to find.
Yeah. This is a John Byrne page.
Mm-hmm.
Just like super good though. Of course, he was like a super inspiration for McFarlane for all that noodling and stuff. There's a cool Gene Colan page for Avery. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. The some of his Iron Man stuff is really good. This isn't like my favorite Iron Man page I've seen, but it's still pretty good. And my absolute favorite stuff of it is the Dracula stuff.
Yeah. And MK says we would not have appreciated it then. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Like, I think for me, it's only getting older and actually drawing a lot over the years that I really like. I can look at this and I'm like, holy shit. But if I had seen this in print, it would not have impressed me. I would have looked at like any, not to knock Rob Liefeld, but like, because I actually like some of Rob's early stuff too now. But like, if you compare Rob Liefeld stuff to this clearly is better drawn, right? You can say Rob's stuff is more dynamic or whatever, but I was way more attracted to even the worst 90s artist than I was this stuff. Like I never got into Stephen Platt's artwork, who did Prophet back in the day, but I would have been more attracted to that than something like this. Which is weird because this is like not, this never would have attracted me, but this is that Lee Elias again. And but like, but fuck me, what? Like, holy shit. Like, this is incredible, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's because we didn't grow up on the really good horror stuff like the Bernie Wrightson stuff.
Yeah.
It was around, but we didn't grow up on it,
Yeah.
Something like that would have stood out had we been more in depth in that.
It's true.
No, I was buying the Tales from the Crypt reprints and stuff back then. When they started doing the Tales from the Crypt reprints back in the 90s, I was buying that shit. I was into it, but I've always been a bigger horror freak.
It's Jose Garcia Lopez when DC met Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fun. Here's an interesting combo I don't ever remember. This is Gil Kane and Klaus Janson.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right?
When you see something you never knew you needed.
Right? Like what? I was like, I didn't even know this existed. Like, okay, did they do the book together? They might have. They probably did.
Like
This one
I love seeing like Buscema inked by Sienkiewicz.
Oh yeah, dude.
That shit.
Well, because that's a classic mixed with someone that we would have been hot for, you know.
Yeah, that shit is fire.
You remember this cover, right? The Sam Keith Ghost Rider cover.
I don't remember it, but
Wasn't that Marvel Comics Presents?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Let's see, it was Marvel Comics Presents.
Yep. He did a lot of covers for Marvel Comics Presents.
Yeah.
Wolverine, Venom, Ghost Rider, Cable, lots of them.
His ink line, I've never been able to really figure it out. It's like he draws a line and then he like scribbles over it.
that's what it looks like.
Yeah. And like weird little open circles for chest where muscle's supposed to be. And then it like this is like whited out or something over here. Like just white out lines or something.
Oh yeah, you do hatching, then you cut back in with like a white out or white acrylic.
Sick. That's a sick Sam Keith. Let's see. This is a cool Kirby. I'll go through it quick. But yeah, like there was a certain point where Kirby was just like mastering everything. There's just perfect composition. And then look at this, is really cool. Like they're going through like some kind of micronaut looking tunnel, molecule tunnel.
It's trippy.
Isn't that cool?
Jack Kirby used to draw some wild trippy shit, dude.
Hell yeah, man. And he like wasn't even on drugs or anything, but that's pretty
No,
good.
and he wasn't like a hippie dude or none of that. Like, but he drew some wild trippy shit.
He really did.
I mean, he like comes out of that whole era where it's like, you know, the world of the future shit, you know?
Yeah.
And then he took that and he turned it up to like, you know, monolithic computers and, you know, the reels and the buttons and the things. He just took that and just saw what worked and then just jacked it up. Plus, I mean, like consider like if you're doing a lot of like space cosmos stuff like that, giant computer banks that are like lots of horizontal and vertical lines and sharp angles are probably easier to draw. And then you just draw some like some of his like wispy, you know, Kirby plasma shit going on.
Yeah.
You know, you could fill pages with some of that, you know, and still be like mystical. I wish science actually fucking looked like that. Like I don't want everything on the size of a pinhead. I want big old clunky shit that goes beep boop boop beep boop and prints out like reams of paper just to add 1 + 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's interesting about this one is that this is an unused Thor 170 cover by Kirby and Romita Sr.
Oh, cool.
So they did full covers and like they're like, yeah, we'll skip this one. Thanks, guys. This is a good effort, but we decided to go with something else. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. What?
Yeah.
You know, some editor looked at this and went, "Oh my god, I love this page. This doesn't fit for what we want to do. Could you redo it and do a different one?" I'm keeping.
That's right.
One.
They kept it. They kept it. Yeah. Dude,
You've done that
look,
before, right?
Oh,
look what's on sale, dude. Look what page. This is when I got a little angry, okay? Because there's a couple pages in here in this auction that are like my all-time favorite pages for that artist or that book. This is one of my all-time favorite Jim Lee pages from X-Men. This panel right here I stared at. I mean, I know every line of this by heart. Right? Like I was like, how did he draw Wolverine busting through the window and make it look like it was working? And it, now I understand it, but fuck, are you kidding me? Look how good that page looks. I can't tell you how bad I want to own this and how mad I am that like
Yeah.
I don't have enough and I don't have enough in the bank, crypto or otherwise, to fucking buy it. Like fuck. I want this so bad. Anyway. I was like, oh god, what's the starting price? So it's at 21K, which actually isn't too bad, but you know, it's not going to be. This is going to be a quarter. I would be shocked if this didn't go for a $250,000. You know,
Wow.
but wait, there's more. Do you remember this page?
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good Jim Lee.
Oh yeah. Proteus.
Mm-hmm. I still like this stuff more than his newer stuff. Like, oh shit,
Yeah.
we're not gonna have time tonight, but dude, so I found, maybe we will. Maybe if we don't go too, you know, we're already almost at 10, but if we hang in there for just a little while, maybe I'll do it for next week. But there is yeah, I still got a shit ton of stuff to show you. I'll skip through a bunch of it. But there's where the art dealers are have been not accidentally, but basically when Jim Lee and all these guys, when they're done with the pages, they just ship them they ship them out to the art dealer, and the art dealer just takes it, scans it, and puts it up for sale. So Jim Lee is working on Hush 2, like the sequel to Hush.
Yeah.
Dude, the pages are probably, so I thought the artwork in Hush was really good. Okay.
Yeah.
And
It was really good.
it was really good. I like probably the best since his X-Men stuff, but I still like the X-Men
Yeah.
stuff better.
Mm-hmm.
The Hush 2 stuff is on a whole different level. Like I might have to show you a panel or a page from it before we pop tonight, since this is like an art stream. I'm gonna skip a couple things. I'll just show the kind of the more modern stuff because I don't want to go on for another hour looking at art. Well, I could, but you guys would get bored. Look at that, dude. Classic Uncanny X-Men Jim Lee. It's amazing how like there are plenty of artists now that draw like this or like are up to the skill level, but for some reason it doesn't have the same vibe. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's just an emotional thing that we hit in it, or if it's truly just something doesn't hit as good.
Something doesn't hit as good. Or maybe we're just old fuds. I don't know.
Probably. McFarlane Hulk.
Speak for yourself, Fudly Dudley. What the hell is that on the page?
This right here?
Yeah.
Black ink or something? Or gray? Yeah, I don't know. Gray, black ink that over the years turned gray.
Oh, okay.
Turned blue, brownish. Yeah. Nice McFarlane Hulk. Okay, we're getting to some good stuff. Here's a Daredevil Mazzucchelli page from Born Again. I won't zoom in just to save a little time.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. How would you like to own the Wendigo page? Look at that, dude. It's so good. It's so
Yeah.
weird. That's a great page, man.
Oh,
His
yeah.
stuff is, his style is not that good, but man, it's good. It's great. It's hard. See Frank Miller, Klaus Janson. I'm going to skip some of these.
It's okay for stuff to just be fun.
It is okay for some stuff just to be fun. This is a Keith Pollard page, a cover.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Look how good that is.
Mm-hmm. Keith Pollard was awesome. That's a dude who never got as popular with the fans as I think he should have been.
100%. I don't understand why he didn't get popular, because his stuff was great. I think a lot of it was because he was really changing his style a lot. Night MK. MK says, Night Guy's got to head off. You all have a great weekend. Todd took another shot at animating Stanwell in Summoner's area. Oh, okay. Awesome, man. I'm going to check that out.
See you, brother.
Night MK.
Bye.
Look at that. Okay. Let's see. John Romita Jr. and John Romita Sr. Yeah, I'll get to some of those juicy stuff. Bill Sienkiewicz, Daredevil #6 cover.
That's a guy, dude. Bill Sienkiewicz is fucking amazing.
Do you want to see what this looks like up close?
Yeah. His understanding of what the medium does, whatever he's using, what it does when it touches paper, whether it's ink, paint, whiteout, it does color pencil, and the way they interact with each other when you lay them on top of each other, is fucking brilliant.
Yeah. Look how that looks like Elektra. It looks like an ethnic woman. It doesn't look like generic comic book face girl.
Yeah, because he uses models a lot, but he's drawn so much he can just draw that face whenever he wants. Because he's drawn Elektra so many times.
Yeah.
But when he did Elektra Assassin, he had a young intern modeling for him, and that was Amanda Connor.
Yep.
But he's drawn Elektra so many times. He's defined her.
Amanda Connor was the model for Elektra in Elektra Assassin?
Yes.
I'd never heard that. That is so freaking cool. Huh.
Yep, she was a young intern at the time. I think his assistant or something like that.
I think she was his assistant.
Yeah.
She does not draw anything like him.
No.
Yeah, you can find photos out there of her posing for it and stuff. They're out there. She was like 18 or something. She was real young.
Check out this Alex Toth Black Canary page.
Yeah, dude, these Black Canary pages are fucking beautiful. They're so gorgeous.
Right?
It's like, when you look at it, you're like, this is so pretty. You almost think it's like Barbie art, but it's got this like superhero action going on.
Yeah. Well, and it looks so simple. Like
Yeah.
it looks, it's infuriating because you look at this and you're like, oh look, he just sketched out this like her head, and there's some like little splotches here, and there's some splotches there, and some
Yeah.
lines. But
Yeah,
you're
it was his philosophy is of boil everything down to its purest elements and then draw the hell out of that.
yeah, it's just he knew exactly how to draw everything perfectly. So
Yeah.
yeah, Rick says so beautiful. And I think he was talking about the Electra page.
Yeah, dude, Bill Sienkiewicz's lighting, the way he lights a figure is so cinematic. I've watched him draw. He has these shadow patterns of where they fall on the human form memorized.
Right.
He can just, dude, he can crank that out in seconds while having a conversation with you. I've seen him do it. Talking to him at person, him doing an Electra head sketch, like he's talking to me, doing this Electra head sketch, and I'm watching him draw while we're talking, and he puts down these marks, and first you're like, "What the fuck is this? This looks like shit," is what you're thinking in your head, and the next thing you know, he hits it with a whiteout pen and smudges the whiteout with his finger while it's drying, and then you see it happen in a second, and you're like, holy fucking balls, this guy is a god. Because for a second there it just looked like a mess on the page.
Yeah, man.
And he's talking to me the whole time, just having a normal conversation while doing
this.
Yeah,
he's not even breaking a sweat.
No. It just fried my fucking brain. Like when I want that kind of lighting, I have to look at a photo of an actual human face to see how the shadows fall. He's done it so many times. It's all he's got it all memorized of what happens when light hits a certain way and the way it reflects and the way it halos in your hair. It's fucking muscle memory actually with him.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. He is
an artistic genius.
Yeah, he is an artistic genius.
He's also insane.
Oh, he's completely batshit crazy, but he's still a genius.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Check out the Weapon X page.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Look at that. I have a daydream of really wanting to own a Weapon X page one day. The fade on the beard.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Oh, so good. So this was a Rob Liefeld signature series I was looking at. I was like, oh, that's cool. 9.8 signed by Rob. First appearance of Deadpool. That's kind of cool. Oh, this is like the Dan Panosian, Chris Bacalo, or Bacalo.
Yeah.
I love that book. That was a great book.
X-Men Unlimited #1.
Yep, that's right. Buscema, Bloody Choices. I love this book. I have this book.
Oh yeah.
Real clean. Look how clean that is.
Those brushstrokes are gorgeous.
Yeah, he inked this book himself too, I believe. So this was like one of the few he actually did all the art for. Yeah, it's just like, again, everything is so perfect. Like
everything looks very alive.
Yeah. Like look how Wolverine. Do you know how this is? I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Like Wolverine comes up to a bar in modern comics. Wolverine is at the bar. He'd be standing straight up. He wouldn't, like nothing interesting. Wolverine here has a hand in his back pocket, one knee going forward, and the heel of his boot is hooked on the bar line at the bottom where the stool goes. That's such a human pose,
Yeah.
That's such a human pose.
It's like it looks like an old school Western crossed with an 1980s Levi's ad.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. That's a classic panel, man. I know that panel well, and I appreciate it for the same reason that you do. It's just a human, or it's just a person being a person, and it's how like we all do, and it expresses that so well. You know what I mean?
But it's also impossibly hard to draw. Like I can't even.
Oh yeah, no, I get you.
explain how difficult.
It's way easier to draw muscle bound Wolverine slicing into 100 ninjas than it is to draw that scene of him nonchalantly moseying up to the bar. Like I'd rather draw, as far as hard difficulty to draw and make work with the body language, I'd rather draw him fighting the 100 ninjas.
Yeah.
Because that shit right there, getting that body language correct and natural looking, is a motherfucker.
Yeah, especially on like a short, stocky stature like him, you know?
Yes.
Because he's not like a tall he's not a tall drink of water moseying up. He's just a short
Wolverine's
little
like
lump of meat.
5'3".
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And to pull it off and get the scale right and it's not just Wolverine, it's everybody in the bar.
Right.
Exactly. And
Even
that profile shot is just like the stare down is fucking incredible too.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Even this with the people nonchalantly at the bar, the chick and the biker guy.
That one guy. You can tell that one guy in the background's like, fuck my life.
Yeah. Like nobody, like you're not gonna see you're not gonna see people, like people don't draw this anymore because they don't this is fucking hard.
If you if you read a lot of modern comics, the people writing them and drawing them, not all, I'm saying the worst examples that are out there, don't understand normal human interaction or behavior. They don't know how to write it, and they don't know how to draw it.
Yeah. And then this last panel of Wolverine in the water, like it just looks like Wolverine. Like it's like, oh yeah, of course, that's Wolverine in a body of water with the waves. Like look how real that looks. Look how real that looks.
You know, another thing I noticed with modern comics, and I don't read a lot, but I mean, I'm just trying to think of like, I don't have any specific examples, but like background characters like that, they get abstracted away and like silhouetted, or you get a piece of it and they just concentrate on the foreground action. And the other stuff's just kind of like, hey, I see that a lot. Like, it's just like, hey, we're just like some blobby things that kind of resemble humans. You know, and I don't know if that's just like an infection of different art styles or anime or that kind of like other art that comes in, but I don't particularly care for it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's okay. But I think it's a lazy shortcut.
I can even say I'm even guilty of that.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like really pervasive, you know. It's just like, hey, we're gonna do two contrasting colors for a wall and put some blobs in there, and then here's like Johnny and Jimmy kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Check that out, Avery.
Oh yeah, Greg Capullo.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, there was a time where I did not think Greg Capullo. I didn't like it. I didn't like his stuff. Then one day, I picked up I would think I was with Andrew. And we were in Barnes and Noble looking at comics, and I picked up a Batman trade of Greg Capullo on Batman and flipped through it, and I was just like, wait, when did Greg Capullo become an absolute badass?
Right.
Can you scroll up to his torso again? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just blown away. I was just like, holy crap. Dude, I guess I was like, well, that's what happens when you draw like every day for a decade.
Yeah. Well, my favorite Greg Capullo to this day is still his X-Force stuff. I just thought it was perfect. And then when he went over to Spawn, when he went to Spawn, I was like, I just didn't like the Spawn stuff. I was like, with McFarlane inking, I was like, oh, it's just too much. And then I look, and it's still taking me a long time to get back into him. But I look at this, and I'm like, good lord, it's perfect.
Yeah, dude, he got good. He got real good.
The thing that stands out for me is this torso, and I don't know. I'm trying to. Can you scroll up? It's like, you see Batman as a big, super barrel-chested depiction all the time, but here he's like lean, and he looks spry, and the twist, like his hips and his lower abdomen, like when you fold your stomach right there and you turn like that. I'm not an artist, but I'm going to say that that's probably a hard pose to get right.
It is,
in my opinion, because I've seen I've seen it not done right a lot, but I like the way, I don't know, man, something about that torso and the way that's depicted, like it really stands out and it looks clean as fuck to me.
Yeah, and you can see these characters are touching, and they look like they're touching.
Right.
Well,
You
like
can
even
see-
this guy, this zombie dude flying backwards, like that is so powerful. Like this is what's so good about comics. Like there is no punch. Batman's arm is up, and this guy is flying back, and there's like a little debris, like impact mark right there with the little dots and debris, and you just know that he got hit right here and flung back, and that's the follow through, and the cape fault makes it kind of work too, right? Like, oh, so good. Yeah, it's just
Yeah, you can feel the impact in the movement, and he feels weighted down. Right, that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
That's nice. That's a nice page.
Oh, yeah, my boy Bisley, the master of violence, just power in his. It's the power in his work. Everything just looks heavy and over the top.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
It doesn't matter how jacked up and weird he draws. Everything just looks like meat.
Oh, right there. This pose right here, I feel like I've seen so I never forgot it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the images of Lobo that is stuck in my head.
yeah.
I mean, there's influences from this in my stuff now.
Oh yeah. So good. It's interesting too because like the older stuff. Oh, sorry, Rick. I just saw he said that dude in the back bought ETH. That's what he was like at the bar, I think, going like, fuck my life.
Yeah.
The interestingly, like the older stuff, like the Kirby stuff, the stuff from the 60s looks, I love the clean lines, like Romita Senior. It's so crisp and so clean.
Mm-hmm.
And then the more modern stuff, the more I look at original art, and I've looked at thousands of pages at this point over time. Like, I know we kind of got raised on, like Scott Williams, basically.
Yeah.
But the more detailed stuff looks so much better when it's looser.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. Check this out. And that goes for this guy too.
Del Keown.
Like,
just like crazy rendering. Crazy rendering.
His stuff is so perfectly balanced. Yeah. Del Keown is a fucking beast.
Yeah, he's a madman. He's insane.
Yeah, he's a little nuts. But he's
Jesus, man. I mean, talk about crisp.
Yeah, he's super crisp. Super crisp. He's probably,
and even like the little bit of shading in the smoke, like it just like, I don't know, on the top, like, I mean, I'm catching it on my phone, right? So I can't see full detail, but like
it's super crisp.
I love drawing trees, as odd as it sounds. I love doodling natural shit, trees and rocks and stuff. So I have like a high appreciation for just the not only the bold lines he has there, but the really fine lines. I mean, like that seems like a silly thing to comment on versus a character, but whatever.
No, you're
Again,
right.
another fucking like insane crisp. God damn.
Right.
Yeah,
This is
Dale
Dale
Keown's
Keown.
insane, dude.
Ooh, yeah, and like the organic shit on his face. It's like it looks like how you'd bump map textures on a video game, right? Which is what they use to like give it a sense
Yeah.
of depth. You know, it's like it's not just a line that like curves up, but it does it at the right spot with the right angles, like all of that organic shit all over his chest and stuff. That I love. I fucking love that.
That's so fucking. If you look at that, it's so fucking anal. Like, oh my god.
Can you zoom in on that just a little more? Because I can't blow up full screen on my phone. I just want to catch a little more detail. Okay, yeah. That's wild, man.
Dale Keown takes forever to do anything, and you can see why.
Yeah, so what? But then, like,
Yeah,
very
I'll wait.
subtle shading. Look at just a little bit of light gray shading, like on his knee there. It just gives it that little bit, you know, just enough roundness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at the
Yeah, very
knee. Like,
sexy.
you see the different
Yeah.
layers like of scraped
Mhm.
away skin. You can see,
That's what I'm
like,
saying. It
look how
reminds
much-
me of bump
look how-
mapping. That's
Yeah, look how
that's
much.
what
Yeah,
bump
yeah,
mapping does. Yeah.
yeah. Look how much effort though, and it's a fucking knee. Like,
I love it. And he does it all with like negative space.
yeah,
Like all the
Yeah.
top of it, it's all negative space. You know what I'm saying?
it's
Yeah.
like all his lines are the exact same width. Like he just naturally pulls the line exactly the same.
Yes,
apart.
yeah, dude. That feathered hatching
Mhm.
is incredible.
Like they're perfect lines.
They're
Legitimately.
perfect. They're perfect lines. They're perfectly spaced apart. They're all spaced
Mhm.
exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then this is from Pitt. This is the book that he's most known for.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Pitt. I haven't thought about Pitt forever. Yeah, boy. Damn. Where are these guys anymore?
I know where Dale Keown is.
Yeah,
In
he's
your
doing
basement?
stuff.
Chained up?
No, no.
You're never gonna hear from him.
He's on Ballers on their show.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing comics, but again, he takes forever because it's going to take him years. But
Yeah.
I know. I just meant like generally, like all the stuff that we look at is this beautiful, like, and like Drew shows us some great stuff sometimes, but it's just never on par with any of this stuff. Very rarely, you know.
I know.
Where is Drew? Why are you so quiet?
He's not doing anything. He's left.
I had to go refill my water.
Oh, okay. Where's Zach?
I'm here. I just don't know how I can. I'm just too. I'm drawing inspiration from the absolute joy I'm hearing in Todd's voice as he stares at stuff.
Oh shit. Well, Todd, I'm gonna send you a photo of this guy I met because I was thinking about because I was like something with wargaming. It's not really wargaming, but I met a toy manufacturer today, dude, or the other day, man, and they've got this hand painted fucking like I don't know, 14-inch model. Oh my god, I want to send you a picture on Twitter.
Okay, yeah, please do. All right, I'm gonna save the one that I'm gonna save the Jay Lee for last.
Hey guys, not to interrupt anything, but I've got a bit of news. George Foreman died.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How old was he? He was up there.
76.
Oh.
About the same age as my dad when he passed.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to regularly scheduled programming.
Cool. Great. Classic Mignola. This is his newer stuff. It's still amazing, absolutely phenomenal. But his older stuff is just the shit. This is a different kind of good. Still amazing.
Yeah, it's just even more stripped down.
Yeah. So this John Romita page. Oh wait, there's a letter. So there's something on the back. We'll have to look at that. So I saw an interview with John Romita Sr. and he said that this storyline is like I think it's like a couple issues. This issue basically was his all-time favorite. Like he was like, yeah, this issue was he called it the one that got away. Like he kind of wishes he had kept the original pages from. Because I think it was like one of the few where he like penciled and inked it, like he did everything. It's just like super good. And then apparently there's something on the back I want to see. It is Old Priest and Catatonic Trance and Explosion and Temple Fantastics have taken them in form of an idol front of Old Priest at Holy Hour. Thus, they believe Old Priest will recover the spirit at Flash's expense. They believe Flash captured his Nam. They couldn't rest until Flash was in their hands. Cool. It's his script.
All right.
Hey, I sent that to you on Telegram whenever you like after all this. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. It's
Cool.
about time for me to go.
Wait. Before you go, can I just show you the Jay Lee thing then?
All right.
All right, hold on. Let me just show you this page because this is the John Romita Sr. or John Romita Jr. cable. Like this is fucking sick. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me show you this Jay Lee page because you're gonna fucking melt. And you're one of the few like you're gonna get it.
Okay. Nice.
I was like
Just nuts.
I was like, no, why is this for sale? I can't afford it yet. Like I need this is the one I need, dude. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's bonkers.
Look how serious that is.
That makes the high school age you just shiver.
Oh
Yeah.
dude. The older I get, the more I love this era of Jay Lee.
Yeah.
Jay Lee, I think that Jay Lee and like Jay Lee and probably Jason Pearson of this era 1994 to 1996, my all-time favorite. I think that's kind of where I'm at nowadays. And Bisley's up there for Lobo, of course. But like in terms of like just style points, I don't know if you can beat this.
Well, you definitely have style, kid. You just need to work on everything else.
That's right.
Was the advice we got once.
Yep.
Definitely style punching you in your face, you know?
Absolutely. And then 2 books coming out. Danger Girl Artist Edition is coming out.
Oh.
Nice. I still have a 3D, a special 3D edition of Danger Girl somewhere. It's like Analytic came with like red and blue glasses. It was very eye popping.
Nice.
Hell yeah. And then the Wallywood monster stories.
Oh wow. That looks so good.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be ill. Artist editions. Love it.
Before you take off, Avery, though, pop up that pic that I sent you, Todd.
Okay,
you guys check this thing out, man. Yeah.
Am I sharing? Stop sharing. Okay. Hold on. This is in Telegram?
It's on Telegram. Yeah.
Okay.
So this dude, I was at a booth and I saw this dude like chunking up this giant case. I'm like, what's in the box, bro? He fucking opens it up. And he had this, it was like a box for like a statuette. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, he's like, you want to see? He's like, you want to see it? And I'm like, yeah, please. So we like go over to the table, dude. And he whips out this fucking beast. and it's all hand sculpted. Well, they do it in ZBrush, and then they hand sculpt the rest, hand paint it.
Oh wait,
like he had this. All right,
hold on. I gotta. It won't show. I gotta download it because it won't show the enlarged.
Okay, I'm trying to send you illicit things about sex and drugs on it. This is fucking popped up. Fucking up your Telegram. Fucking up your stream, bro.
Yeah, you're good. Hold on.
All right. I should have got some more angles, but I didn't. Oh man, he didn't have his sword on. Yeah.
Here he goes. Here it goes. Hold
like
on.
he had this sword and it like magnetically attached to his like one of his little satchel things or whatever. But it was all hand painted, even down to that fucking little tiny ass dot on his eye. And I don't know if you can see the detail. Is it sharing?
No, it is. Right. About 1 second. There we go.
Like the creases in this dude's face are insane. He looks weathered, like he's got a busted up lip. Like, I don't know, man. I guess maybe I didn't quite get a great picture, but everything was hand painted. He was like talking about how they wanted a bronze, but it was too bright, and how they worked with the client to like dinge it up and stuff like that. Just there's like all these little touches on all the joints of the boots, like tiny, tiny, tiny little like pinpoint brush details. But I thought this was fucking rad, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's a really.
And then
cool.
I mean, they do stuff for like big and small runs. They like whatever keychains, whatever the fuck you need. But then also this stuff.
You got his number, right? You got his.
Yep.
Got his
number. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I did. I did. I was like, I got probably a lot of stuff we can send you. He's going to send me his like, what is it called? Like the MQ, whatever sheet. Yeah. Oh, sure, so I can get all the rates. Yeah. And like minimum orders. Yeah, dude. It's super cool.
So much to do, so little time.
Oh man, I know. It's just like one of these things where, a lot of people get like these, like, they're like meeting calendars and shit like that. And they go to conferences. I'm just like, whatever, man. I'm just going to go wander around, and somehow I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just good vibes or whatever. Or I see shit from across the room and I'm like, zoop. But I just wind up finding one or two of these like grail kind of like cherry connections, and I don't know if that's like a skill set or what. It's just
it's a skill. It's
hanging
totally
out.
A skill set.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it's just a luck of the draw. Oh, I don't know if I can share it here. I found this other game. It was really cool. Oh, shit, man. Hold on. Let me send you one more picture real fast. Hold on. Because you guys will actually like this. This will be cool. Hold on, real quick.
Avery's just like, fuck, I want to play my video game. Avery's probably already playing it.
Nope.
Let's see. Where'd he go? He just disappeared. Oh, he's trying to like. Well, did he send it?
I'm
he
here.
did send it.
Am I here? Oh yeah. Oh, could you not hear me? Yeah. I went to like this dope manga store in Japantown today, man. It was fucking epic. But here, what I'm sending you now is it's a game, and it's a cool game. I played it. It's like a little mobile game, but they have a lot of like neat animatics and stuff. But what they do is they have like coins as part of the like coin flips in the game, kind of, right? And it's like a little bit of RNG element, but they have tournaments. And what they do actually is they mint these coins, and these are actually NGC slabbed graded coins that they send out to tournament winners. And I thought, how fucking cool is that?
That's cool.
Yeah. Nice. And they're really nice. I mean, it's in their NGC. It's not like some rinky dink. I mean, like that's the equivalent of CGC, right? I mean, like they're the end all be all for grading coins. So
yeah.
I thought that was really, really, really cool. And then I was like, so what, you just send them once? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, well, what if, like you can bootstrap your fandom and collectability by I gave him the RWA NFT thing, but it's true, like let the people sell them, but then when they want to redeem them, they just send it to you and then you mail them. They're like, that's cool. It's like, these look like good characters that need comic books and other media. Have you thought about that? Like, yeah, but we're small. And I was like, well, here's what we did for some other people. So, but it's got pretty good character design, and like the game's kind of cool because they put some like, and you could tell it's a small team, it's a small game, but they put a lot of care into some animations and some very fast, like 5-second like power move, like cutscenes that happen like from a boss or in the story, and it's not cheesy like a lot of other mobile games would do it. It's like they got like a little bit of like extra care that they put into it. Anyway, I can't remember the name of the game. It's on my phone, but it's called Eighth Era. Yeah, Eighth Era.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. That's a good idea.
I fired it up and went through the little tutorial for like 5 minutes. I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. But yeah, so I mean, like these guys get it, and they're just a little team trying to make it in a big world. But I mean, clearly they've got enough money somehow to do that stuff. I don't know how much that costs, but
yeah, I'd love to know how they made them actually.
Well, I got people for that too. You know that.
I know. Yeah.
So I got people for all that shit. But I do. One of my other Web3 project games, they have a merch company, and they had these well, I don't know about slabbing, but they had some really big fat chunkin coins that they minted as like merch. But these are cool because they're also clearly did a really crisp job of painting. And that one with the multiple characters, I looked at it really closely, and goddamn, sorry, like what the fuck's going on out there? It's about like hobo time, but there's like really good color separation on that. Yeah, dude, the street outside this hotel gets fucking rowdy about this time, like with crazies come out. But yeah, but that print, it had really, really good color, clean color separation on it, and it looked good. Like that's good. Like
these
a lot
look
of modern
good.
animation, like yeah. It's right in line with a lot of like modern animation styles, right? Like I'm thinking like the way like the new He-Mans, like they were colored. It's very, very similar to that a little bit. But yeah, it looks, I mean, I was like, wow, this is really cool. And they were just stuck back in the like far, left-hand corner of the like indie game zone.
Yeah, that's really cool, Doc. Thank you for sharing.
Of course, man. Of course, my pleasure as always.
Awesome.
That was like one of the few gems that I really thought like that really like stood out to me. So.
Oh yeah, we got it. We'll catch up as soon as you get back in town and have had a second to breathe and sleep and catch up and all that stuff. But
spank my wife's booty.
Okay.
It's a spank, man.
Yeah.
Wait,
guys,
I got this other cool thing though. Hold on, one more thing. I thought this was cool. I'm trying to teach my daughter. She's 7 and she likes to draw, and she always comes home and she's like, I learned how to do cute eyes on a thing, and it's like kind of like little anime, like double, kind of silly stuff. So I got this. It's called Cute Drawings, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, yeah, and it's like little, just step by steps. It's just like little like kawaii, like little, very simple.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but it's fun, man. And then you have to do it in these like small boxes, which is going to help her like with her like her control, right? And like learning how to draw small, because I think that's one of the things with the kid. They want to, right? So that's going to be fun. And we do this like art club for kids thing a lot, and it's like a dad and one of his kids, and they draw side by side, and they'll draw like a cute fox that's actually like a boba tea or some crap like that. But we really, really like that. And this is like kind of along those same lines. It's like simple, but cool. Right.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. That might
actually
look that up for my kids too.
Art club for kids. Oh dude, you totally should. It's very like, he's very much you. In fact, he always wears like a black cap and a sweatshirt too. He might be your like cousin or something. But no, it's cool. They do different levels, but it's usually like very simple, fun. And then they do these folding ones where it's like a treasure chest, but you open it, it's like crazy monster like tongue. You
Oh,
fold
yeah,
the
yeah,
paper.
yeah,
Yeah. It's really good. And they got a ton of shit on there.
All right, I'll
So
have to
we
check it
so
out. Art Club for Kids.
yeah, it's nice because it's like the dad is good, right? And then the kids of different ages come in and they camera down, and it's kind of like a way to say like, hey, getting good takes time, but this is also great. You know what I mean? Like it's not perfect. You can do it your way. Like they're like 8 minutes long.
What was that name of that book? Cute Characters or something?
Oh,
Cute Drawings?
it's called Cute Drawings by Yuko, Yooco Takashima.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll find it.
Yeah, man. Just fun little things.
I'm just gonna bookmark it because I'll look at it later. That's actually
Yeah.
I'm always
It's
looking for
nothing
stuff
like
for the kids.
crazy. Some of it's really basic, but but there's also stuff like drawing cylinders and drawing a glass, but very, very basic, kind of stuff. So a little bit of 3-dimension, cute ducks, all that shit.
Yeah. One of my kids draws monsters, the other wants to draw cute things. So I'll give this for the cute
Yeah.
things.
Right.
All right, we gotta let Avery go because I know he's being very
Itching to
nice
get
and
on the
hilarious.
sea on his
Yeah, he
on
wants
his
to get
ship.
out of here.
Yep.
But
All right. I'll catch you guys later.
all right, later, Avery.
Bye.
And
All right, I got to go make a video, so I got to go too. Good
I
night,
got to
guys.
pack.
Love y'all. Bye.
Yeah, love you guys.
Happy Friday. Have a great weekend, and yeah, we will see you soon.
Hey, Todd,
See you next week, everybody.
Todd, let me know when you're free to catch up this weekend, okay?
Okay, we're still live, so
Oh, sorry.
hold on. Bye, everybody. We're gonna hit the end stream, and then we can talk and shit. Hold on. Peace out, everybody.
Good thing I didn't.
Later.
Good thing I didn't make that extremely homophobic joke I was about to.
No.